Hello, welcome back to the CTP Project 1 and 2 video 2. The theme I need to cover today is the design and implementation. So basically this is the content I need to cover today, which is the introduction of the web server and the web server setup file structure and the web server configuration, HTTP server configuration, the LAN IP configuration, the Apache HTTP configuration, a database connection which is using the naming extension, and the connection between the client and server, and the web request loop using the webstart.php, and also configure the database server setup we're using the my.phpMyAdmin and the MySQL as well, and the local host for the my database is 2127, and also we cover with the structure and flowchart of my MySQL database. So this is the my web server which is using the control panel, and I can use the action here to like stop and run, and I also and we will I will like present the configuration later. And this is my web server setup, and these my directories and modules that I will use in these 3 of the 4 is my main configuration file, and this main Apache HTTP server configuration file in the contents. It contains the configuration and directory that give the server its instruction, and this is a listen import, and this is the DSO support. And the main server configuration is the web server localhost ID and the document root. Also configure the control who can get the stuff from this server, and set the file that Apache will serve if the directory is request, and this the override. And this the following lines prevent this password and access file being viewed from web clients, and this error of log files and script alias, and avoid passing HTTP proxy and the location or format the access log file, and this npm, and this my directory listing that I configure with the various default setting, and configure the moon proxy HTML, and this is the HTTP SMPP configuration setting, and I configured as well, and with this one the PHP module setup, and this is the HTSS file, and this I using the variable with, and I load the given HTSS file and I code it, and this the step I use as a basic to configure all this code. And this is the HTTP server configuration, which is define the address I want to accept requests from the security measure, and this is the connection, my connection parameters and definition, and this is the LAN IP configuration, which is like I will let the default gateway can be accessed from other networks. And first step is I use this is my internal IP address server, and I use to configure the static IP address and advanced setting and DNS setting and the listen port and port mapping, and also activate the external IP address. And this is my Apache, and which I configure the enable the PHP language output buffering, and this PHP and execution time, amount and memory, and also post data HTTP file uploads and maximum file upload force, and the dynamic extension as well. And this is my HTTP header files, a default HTTP protocol port number for the serving running, and the server IP address, and this DNS and server recording, and this the define the heresy activities and number requests for the connection, and this the webstart.php, and the database server setup, which is I use the documentation type and info blind to the localhost HTTP address and user and advanced features. This is my advanced phpMyAdmin features, and this is my SQL configuration with my SQL server, and this one clients and the plugin and the plugin ID and no database, and this one. And this is a database backup program that for information that to backup it. And this my accessing database that can be accessed in the web page, and this the main page, and this one is the default setting.php, which is the server port number, and this one locating database setting configuration, and this is my flowchart and structures of my SQL database. Sorry, so for this one, this my I got 10 tables, which is you can look over this for. So I will present the diagrams for the next video. And this is the connecting the database connecting the database with using the PHP, which you can access in the web server. And this one, and the coming next for the video 3 is the programming and functionality, and